Oh. Okay, Sunny, 3, 2, 1, go. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so just a little information about this game. This game is Touhou Double Focus. This is a classic Touhou vignette game that got released on PS4. So you play as Aya Shamemaru and Momiji Inubashiri. So if you guys know Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, this is pretty much the Touhou version of that game. And so unfortunately, I have to focus for the majority of the run, so I will have to keep my explanations pretty brief.
Now, before you start, I do want to also say we do have donation incentives. You see it on the purple on the screen. So if you wanna get your file names or save and kill, link to the past. If you want the file name as well, just please, do the incentives. Okay, it's exclamation incentives on this chat if you wanna donate for it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so, oh yeah, left side audio is still a little off for me. Should be good now. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, that's good. And yeah, it's a little loud on my end too, hearing it. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay. So, let's see. So, speedrunners of this game will do time attack mode. And one quirk you'll see about time attack mode is that each step that I take in this game, which you'll most likely see, will add 5 minutes to the timer. And the in-game timer, just to let you know, is inaccurate compared to real time because it doesn't take into any account the load times. So this is just a little preamble to the speedrun, and I think I'm ready. I'm gonna do my best and keep focused while providing hopefully decent marathon commentary. Okay, let's start in 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I did skip a few numbers here. So the basic plot of this game is that Momiji and Aya, they're both trapped in this book world that Kosuzu Motori, the owner of the bookshop Suzunan in the human village. So we have this book, this magical book. We're trapped in a world, so if you think of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, this is pretty much it, except it's a Castlevania game with Touhou characters. So, unfortunately, I failed the first quick platform cycle, which is okay because it's a little tough. And second one, I got okay. This one's gonna be a little tricky. Oh, ooh, that's okay. So the thing about movement in this game is you need to do double tap inputs instead of like commands like R. Like you can't map your dashes to like R1 say as in Mega Man X. So that's a little unfortunate here. So with Aya, she can dash, and Momiji, she can run, and she can also climb up walls. So both of them start off with only one ability. We will be getting more abilities in books as we find them. And we're gonna find one right ahead for Momiji. And this is the Helmet Splitter skill, which reduces the enemy's defense. And I'm gonna try to go for a little fast tech that I discovered last night. See if I get it. I'm gonna give it like 3 tries. Nice, got it. Uh-oh, but this is part 1. Part 2 is, I unfortunately missed it, but I'm gonna try for it again anyways. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I'm just gonna take this slowly. So, I was able to get that platform skip. So, this is pretty much this game's equivalent of Iceless. And it's a pretty difficult trick to do. Oh, unfortunately, I triggered a door there. That's not what's supposed to happen. We can take the portal book that we found and use it to warp back to the base area. And the statue, golden statue here, allows you to do a full heal. And we'll be using that throughout the run, just for safety measures. Because you will be taking damage throughout pretty much the entire run, especially towards the bosses if something goes wrong. And if something goes wrong like that, where I didn't get the quick cycle, ooh, that's a little unfortunate with the Wizard Fairy here. I'm taking a lot more damage than usual. Oh well. And here's Pyramid Head Fairy. So the thing about the fairies in this game is they do take the appearance of other things, like you'll see in the Water City area later. They're gonna take the appearance of particularly famous horror movie masks. So this is our first boss, Byakuren Hijiri, who is a Buddhist monk who can cast magic as and get superhuman strength from there. So she's missing something that's very valuable to her, the Air Sutra Scroll, the Air Scroll. So the strategy is to inflict defense, Hell Splitter, and pretty much wail on her with our standard attacks. So we got her, so that's decent. Okay, so we didn't die yet, that's good. So after defeating Byakuren, we get access to her Magic Punch move, which deals a lot of damage and will pretty much be our main source of damage throughout the rest of the run for bosses. So that's the first boss down. And now, since we're done here, we should go back to the base area. And what Magic Punch does is it breaks these things with cracks in them, like walls and pillars and that statue here. And we can use that to access this new area, desert area, which in Gensokyo, there are not really any like deserts at all, really. So this is pretty much a fairyland book where all these areas you see here aren't really present in Gensokyo. So here we get another portal book, and each of the fairies here are themed after the area itself. Like you see a lot of fairies with spears and whatnot, the cacti, and you see like Aladdin fairies too. So here we cast the portal book, which will be used for much later in the game. You'll see when that happens. And here we get this stone tab. We need that to access the boss. And we've set another portal book here because we're lazy. We don't want to backtrack. So heal up again, talk to Kozuzu to decipher the stone tablet, and then move on. Okay. So what I do here sometimes is switch to Momiji to reduce the vertical distance I need to travel to our next destination. So we got this giant foot statue in a way, and this is pretty much the boss of the area, Seiga Kaku, who is a wicked hermit who has lived for too long. Oh, and her ability is to pass through walls. I got very lucky I didn't die there, actually. So she has 4 different possible spots she can move to. And if you leave her alone long enough, she will be using attacks. Oh, that's a little scary, actually. Okay, so she used an attack right as she died, and the projectiles, the Danmaku here, are still active, so I was a little scared I would get hit there. So that's why I wasn't sure if I'd make it after beating her. But we got her though. So that's Seiga Kaku. And we can do a little quick platform skip here. Not really a platform skip. And we can go here to this fairy tale area where we get Seiga's familiar Yoshika Miyako, who is a young Shi. And upon talking to her, we get access to the Zombie Ride ability. And Zombie Ride is pretty much like you can ride her as a platform when you summon her. And we'll be using this pretty soon, in fact, because we need it to get to the next area in the game. So we're gonna heal up here, and you notice that I switched my portal to the castle area, because that's where we need to go next. Remember these fairies, the thunder fairies? Yeah, these guys are a little annoying here. I'm going to try to go for a bit of fast tech. I may not get it. Nice, got it. So this saves a bit of time over just using Yoshika to ride the spikes naturally. That saves like 3 seconds overall if you get it. And the nice thing about this is you do get the Book of Souls, which is an HP upgrade, for free pretty much, because you do this tech. Fortunately, I took a hit here, and so that will make the next few parts a little scary. So this fairy tale area is pretty much like the Wolves, Little Red Riding Hood, and Match Girl, and some witches and cauldron fairies as well. Okay, and Cinderella as well, because you can't have a fairy tale without Cinderella. Okay, this little next part here is a little scary. I'm gonna try to focus. Oh, I'm surprised I got through. Okay, so that was a little scary here because the match girls are mainly RNG. And this little part here is also a little scary. I think I got it. So it's faster to float up there to meet that platform than it is to wait for the platform cycle. So it's a little nice that you can do that. So here we have Shinryomaru Sukuna, I forgot to equip the lie down skill that we just got. So I'm gonna try to go for a little skip here. Oh, I can't get it anyways, so it's okay. So I recently discovered you can pretty much bypass the entire boss here. Nice, got it. So that part is a little hard too, but let's see. It's not over yet by any means. So with Shinryomaru, she's a little different from the other bosses we fought. Instead, we'll be racing her in this little maze. And there we go. That's the entire maze. You're supposed to use Yoshika to get past the... Yeah, you're supposed to use Yoshika to get past the spikes that I climbed up with Momiji there. I'm gonna use this to be safe. And we take a portal book back to the base area because, once again, backtracking takes too long, so portal books really are nice for shortcuts here. And once we have this new lie down ability, we can go here. And this is the Water City area. The fairies in this area are particularly evil. It might be a pun, but you guys will see for yourselves. So we got Jason Mask, we got Vendetta Mask, we got the whole mix of all your movie masks here. And you got your Gondola Fairies, which really don't do anything for this one in particular. But later Gondola Fairies will spawn regular fairies from areas you visited throughout, including this one. The one from this area that they can summon is a Vendetta Mask. Here's your Scream Mask, by the way. You guys are a fan of Scream. There's another Jason Fairy. Ooh, okay. So these Gondola Fairies here can spawn regular enemies. The Night Fairy, the Aladdin Fairy, and you might see a Chucky Fairy very soon. Oh, I'm very lucky I dodged that Vendetta Mask move. Okay, so that's a Chucky Mask. Ooh, okay. I thought it was a Vendetta Mask, but it's okay. Alright, so we've made it through the platforming in the Water City area. And here's Komachi Onozuka. We have to give her something to let us pass on to the next part. So we have to pretty much do a fetch quest. And we talk to Kosuzu to get the key to the locked door in the castle area that's been bugging me for a long time. We use it, unlock it, and here we have Sho Toramaru, who lost her pagoda, and so we're pretty much gonna get it for her. So remember the portal book that I first laid in the desert area? There's the pagoda. So we just take that portal, take it back, and deliver the pagoda to Sho. And she gives us this little package here, which will satisfy Komachi as payments for getting through this part. So that's good. And here we have our next boss. Her name is Kokoro no Hata, or Hata no Kokoro rather. It's reverse. So she's a main Reiki who expresses her emotions via masks. I was a little scared here. I can get double magic punch when she does their mask move, her dragon mask move. That part was a little sketchy, but unfortunately I didn't get any double magic punches in, but it's okay, we still got her. That's the important part. So that's Kokoro. And so I'm gonna do a little trick here. See if I get, yes, I got it. Okay. I have to clear these dialogue boxes. If I don't do that, I soft lock the game. I've done it before, and it's not fun. So the base area changes after we defeat Kokoro, and a portal opens up. And that portal is pretty much Aya's notepad, because Aya was dueling in her notepad in the intro there, and she drew a very evil-looking Reimu. You can kinda guess who we're gonna fight next. So we have to go here to get the water spell skill from Wakasagi Hime, because we rescued her from Kagero Imaizumi, who wanted to eat her, because it was a full moon in that area. Alright, so once we have Aqua Pillar, you will see why we needed it. And why I replaced the portal books, because we don't be needing any more portal books. So Water Pillar allows us to get up to high ground places, and we need to use Lie Down to get past that. And we pretty much dash to the end. So you might see in the background, you see a lot of various props and ornaments that other Touhou characters are known for, like Yuki Hoshiguma's horn and the Rokanken and Hakuroken that Yomu Konpaku equips. That was featured there. So this is fictional Reimu, the same Reimu that Aya was doodling in her sketchbook. So fictional Reimu can go into 4 spots. I have to be a little safe here. So strategy's still the same. Use Magic Punch. And hope Reimu doesn't really do anything to us that can kill us. And that's it. So I'm surprised she didn't use her laser beam ability. That laser beam takes a while to charge, but you can get a lot of damage in. So all she really did was wave her staff around and use either Thunder or the spread Danmaku there. Uh-oh. I'm going to try to do a little fast tech with Momiji, which may result in a death, so we'll see about that. So that's the Toyosato Mimi no Miko's ear muffer, and Udange's ears in the background. So I did take some damage, but it shouldn't be a big deal. So that's the solo Momiji section. So you have to go through this with Momiji herself, and you cannot switch to Aya at all. And this is the final boss, the second form of fictional Reimu. Ooh, really good RNG, really good RNG. Let's hope I can survive. So survival is the most important thing right now. Okay, so I have to get 25 hits of Giant Aerial Slash before the next phase. And hopefully I don't see one attack in particular. Oh no. Oh my god. That is the one attack I don't want to see, the bouncy Danmaku there. So that's a little unfortunate that she used that move, and it resulted in my first death. I'm surprised I did not die more in this run. So out of all the moves you could do, that was the most dangerous one. And she's not cooperating. by using her laser beam, which is the ideal move that she should use. So I'm going to play this a little slowly because I'm not sure what Oh my god, what? Okay, that's a little unfortunate here that death happened. So what I want Rainbow to do is, yes, use that laser beam that she's charging up for right now. And then move to this safe spot, hopefully. Okay, that's not safe anymore. So if she moves to this particular spot, you're like pretty much safe. But you're not always safe. Depends on what she does. Oh, that's not good. And because she's way too far away, I can't reliably stay in this spot unless she uses another laser. Like, again. So I have to get these 25 hits in here so we can move on to the second phase of this fight. There we go. This is the second phase where Aya turns into pretty much God mode. And we can deal a lot more damage to the boss this way. And time is coming up on the last hit here, so be ready for that. And time. Wow, I'm surprised I died so little in that run. And so that is Touhou Double Focus.
Oh my god.
It is a very difficult run to do.
Yeah, but you did it in 19 and 16 seconds.
And just for reference, my PB is a 1702, and this had 2 deaths in it. And my PB had 1 death in it. It also was on the last boss, so...
Good job, good job, good job. Was that the last boss too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, any final words before you want to say goodbye? Any Discord community, anything that somebody that wants to learn this game?
Well, this game is relatively new. It was released in March alongside with Touhou Genso Wanderer. They were bundled together in one physical copy. And this game is also available on the Vita. And so you guys who want to learn the game, you can pretty much talk to me, or you can also talk to Green Z Saber, who also runs this game. If you remember Green Z Saber, he ran Mighty Number 9 at, I think it was AGDQ or SGDQ, one of those. So talk to either of us. We will help you learn the game. And also have a lot of resources on YouTube as to the sample videos of the tech I do for bosses. And yeah, I will publish my notes very soon because I just finished writing them out last night. And so I'll make them publicly available somewhere, probably on my Twitch profile. But don't be afraid to ask me any questions if you're interested in learning the game.
All right, thank you, SomeDDRnoob. Okay,
Yep.
can I give him a great hand? Okay, we're gonna go on a little 5-minute break while we switch the game. Okay, we'll be right back.